signing day is always much, much more fun when you have a high-profile quarterback. Like when you get a big-time quarterback to commit to your program, it makes signing day a lot more fun. South Carolina landed their big-time quarterback back on actually, it was probably a birthday present. He didn't realize it. Luke Doty committed on my sister's birthday, July 31st of 2018. Appreciate you doing that, Luke. He joins us now from down in the Myrtle Beach area. He is the newly crowned Mr. Football of South Carolina, Luke Doty. Luke, I asked Rico Powers Jr. a little while ago. It's over now. You're signed. It's done. The process is over. How does it feel this morning?
Man, it's kind of surreal, you know. This process has been going on for a long time, and you just said it. Committed back in July 31st of 2018. So it's been a long time. Been committed for a while, but it feels really good to put pen to paper and make it official.
Luke, Wes here, man. Obviously, like you said, it's here. It's official. In a few weeks, you're moving in. You're starting.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be up at 5 a.m. going to lift weights and all that stuff, man.
Yeah.
What do you think the transition is going to be like? What do you think you're going to need to do to sort of get in the conversation and start competing with Helinski and to carry on and all those guys? Yeah,
I mean it's definitely going to be a big transition. Going from high school to college in a very short amount of time is always going to be a little bit different. But I'm excited for it. I think I'm ready for it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I know that I'm going to have to go in there and put my head down and just work. And that's what I'm planning on doing. Just going in there every single day and, getting better.
Again, we're talking to Luke Doty, 4-star quarterback signee now officially with the Gamecocks. Luke, I'm assuming you saw this already, but Jessica Jackson does these really cool stories on Twitter.
Yeah.
After everybody, now that South Carolina can officially talk about you guys publicly. And for those who haven't seen Jessica's story for Luke here, she says, "Oh, Lucas, what an honor it has been. I will never forget during spring game 2019 when the tram taking recruits to the game caught fire and you gathered up 40 recruits and families and toured them all the way to the stadium while I cried. You saved you saved my skin that day, my kiddo. I owe you one." That is the first I've heard this story. Luke, what's your perspective on Jessica's story?
So I actually didn't know that. I guess it caught on fire. So we were so I had a doctor's appointment a few minutes ago, and we were getting in the car, and my dad pulled it up. He was waiting on mine to come up, so we read it. And we were both sitting there like, when did this happen? Like, what happened? And we were trying to go back to, and they were like, oh yeah, like I guess they didn't tell us exactly what happened, but there were no trams to take us over from the ops center to the stadium. So we were all kind of waiting outside. Yeah, it was about 40, 45 recruits, families and stuff. So it was a lot of people. They were like, yeah, y'all just want to wait for a little bit. We can still bring a tram, like once we get one. We were all like, nah, let's just walk. That'd be pretty cool. So we walked down Gamecock Park, and there were a bunch of people tailgating outside. So we got to see everybody, and we had a bunch of commits and a lot of big time recruits there. So they got to kind of experience a little bit of the game day feel, which was pretty cool. So. I didn't know the thing caught on fire.
Again, he's Luke Doty joining us this morning. He is officially signed and a part of now the Gamecock football program. Luke, it's been a process, and you've never wavered. You never took any visits. Walk me back through just what the last 2 or 3 years has been like from you, from going from, I think it was wide receiver your freshman year at Myrtle Beach to starting quarterback to getting offers. What's this process been like?
It's been wild, man. It really has. I definitely wouldn't trade it for anything, though. It's been a lot of fun. Getting to go different places around the country and around our area. It's been really cool. But I knew as soon as I had that feeling in my heart that South Carolina was a place for me. I knew that was it, and that's why I committed so early, because I had a feeling, I knew, and I just wanted to go ahead and put it out there. So I could, obviously still take visits there and have all my focus there, but also to, focus more on our team at Myrtle Beach, and winning a state championship last year and then taking it back this year. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Stressful at times for sure, but that comes with it. But again, I wouldn't trade it for the world. And again, I'm just really excited to make everything official today.
About 8 days ago, you hosted. Was it 8 days ago? Golly, how long has Mike Bobo been official at South Carolina? I didn't realize that until I just looked at the article from Gamecock Central. It said 8 days ago. I thought, my goodness,
last Tuesday.
What was your impression? What do you take away now from new offensive coordinator Mike Bobo, who you will start working with in about 2 weeks, and learning the offense, obviously, in an off the field role?
Yeah, I mean, he's a very high energy guy. We knew that as soon as he walked in the doors. When they came over to my house, he's a guy that's definitely going to bring that energy to the field, to the film room, and really just everywhere he goes, he carries it with him. And that's awesome. That's something that a lot of guys can feed off of. I know I can feed off of it. And I'm just really excited to get to work with him. He's a great offensive mind, and yeah, I'm gonna definitely have a lot of fun, getting to learn from him, and just kind of excited for him to share his knowledge with me and take my game to the next level.
A lot of great recruits coming in on this class. I know you've kind of been the ringleader, and you just mentioned it. A tram breaks down, you're circling everybody up. But I think the other guy that people would like to hear you talk about is Marshawn Lloyd. He gets his letter of intent in this morning. What kind of relationship have you built with him, and what do you expect from a guy who a lot of people look at, or he is the highest rated recruit South Carolina signed since Marcus Lattimore? Yeah.
I mean, Marshawn's a great guy, man. He's quiet. He puts his head down and he just works. And I'm really excited to have him in the backfield with me. He's definitely going to make my job a little bit easier, come springtime. But we shared a lot of cool experiences when we were out at Dallas at the opening. Him being on my team and stuff. And I'm just really excited to room with him. He's one of my roommates. Mike Wyman's another one. We're gonna have a lot of great times together, and I'm just excited to continue to build that relationship with him.
Luke Doty joining us this morning. We'll get a few more questions and get you out of here. I know you got things to do. If you had to give advice, if anybody's listening this morning and they've got a son or daughter about to go through the recruiting process, what advice would you give them? Yeah.
I think the biggest thing would just to be enjoy every minute of it, because it does go by fast, and just to trust your feelings, trust your heart. When you find the right place, it. And I know that's how I was. That's how a lot of the other guys felt. That as soon as they knew that South Carolina was it for them, they knew. And that's something that I guess comes along with traveling to different places. Take advantage of the time that you get to go ahead and take visits to these other schools, these other camps and stuff like that. Take full advantage of it, because again, it does go by pretty fast. Enjoy it, but at the same time, still be on the lookout for stuff that you want in a school, because that's ultimately what it comes down to. Obviously, academics, football, I think would come last, just because of how much more is going to go into that decision. They always say it's a 40-year decision, not a 4-year decision. So that's something that I would say, just to trust yourself, trust your feelings, and just have a lot of fun with it.
Luke, you are Mr. Football 2019 here in the state of South Carolina. I'll steal from Twitter again, and DeCarrion Joyner had a really nice message to you on there when he said look at the list of guys that have won this award. I actually did that very thing, and it's some pretty impressive guys, man. What did that mean to you when you found out on Saturday that your name is now forever locked in with that list of guys that have won Mr. Football?
Yeah. I mean, that was another very surreal moment for me. Just winning on my home turf, in the company of guys that I was in. All those guys are very deserving of that award as well. But it was just awesome, man. And to be considered one of the best players in South Carolina, in South Carolina history, it means a lot. And, I just can't thank, the coaches and everybody that was a part of that, for everything, for believing in me. And, again, just to be in that kind of company is a real honor and a blessing.
Luke, finally, any message to maybe the Gamecock fans that are listening to us here in Columbia and around the state?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to get to work in January. I'm excited to start repping the garnet and black full time, and excited for the next 4 years to come. Go Cox and Spurs up.
That is Luke Doty, Myrtle Beach quarterback again. Luke, we appreciate it as always, man. I was looking back. I think the first interview I could find I did with you was June 18th, 2016.
Hey.
Dude, you are you got the braces on. You got
my gosh, yes.
You got the surfer hair sort of spiked up a little bit. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm gonna share that one. I may just leave it there. But
dude, pull it out, man. Do it.
Yeah,
do it.
I'll throw that on Twitter for everyone's enjoyment. But man, seriously, you've probably done like 50 interviews with me. So I've talked to a lot of kids, man. I just wanted you to know that getting to know you, getting to know your family, it's definitely been an honor, man.
Sir.
I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you, and appreciate you joining us again, man. And congratulations again.
Yes, sir. Well, I can't thank you enough for everything you've done. I mean, I think you said it 2016 July. Man, it's been a long time. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun, man. And again, I can't thank you enough for everything.
Thanks, Luke. Have a good one, bud.
Yes, sir. Y'all too.